I don't know about you, but I've had many a battle with the Pilates ball popping out at just the wrong moment. And then the most annoying thing is that you have to go and run after your ball in order to continue with the exercises. So I've decided to make a short little video to help you take some air out of your ball, as this is probably the best way of keeping it in place. Now, as you get stronger or as you get used to it, you might be able to pump the air back in. But to start off with, I would suggest have a really squishy, soft ball, because it makes it a little bit easier when you're starting out trying to keep that ball in place. So what you need is a needle that is very large with a big eyelet. This is actually a wool needle, which you should be able to get anywhere that you can buy all the haberdashery and sewing kits. So hopefully you can get one. And what you need to do is get the ball and find where the little hole is and stick the eyelet end of the needle into the hole. Now, each ball is slightly different, and this can be a little bit tricky, so you're going to have to persevere with it. But basically, make sure you don't poke yourself with the pointy end of the needle. Stick the eyelet in as far as you need to, but not all the way in. And then you start to move it around to see where you can create a little gap using the eyelet. And then you'll hear the air coming out of the ball. So you're pushing the needle over to one side, trying to find right position for the air to come out. And eventually, you'll hear this sound, and that is air escaping. Now, sometimes you have to do it a few times. I don't know why they make it so tricky, and I'm sure there's probably a better way of doing it, some sort of machine that I don't have. But most people have a needle. And so if you just keep persevering at it, eventually you will get that sound. There you go. And once you have that position, just keep doing it until the air comes out, and then feel your ball and see how squishy it is. Now, for me, the best way of actually testing whether it's soft enough is to do a particular exercise, which I'll show you now. So what you do is you put the ball behind your knee and squish it in there, and then I like to just put my leg up as high as possible and press in on the ball. Now, usually if the ball is a little bit too hard, this is where it'll just pop straight out, and there's been many a time where I've done that. But if you can keep it in place and squish there and it doesn't move, then you're onto a good thing. Now, with these balls, another thing I suggest is try and find the ones with knobbles on them, because it does help to keep them in place. And also, it depends on what you're wearing. If you're not going to be sweating a lot, then not wearing long trousers is okay. But if you find that you're going to be sweating quite a bit, then you probably need to go for long ones in order just to give a little bit of traction, because the skin, when it's slippery, will shoot that ball out even more. Okay, and this is my cat Minnie. She's decided to join us. So I hope that has helped you with getting the air out of your ball. If you have any more troubles, you can just send me a message, and hopefully I'll be able to help further. But you can also do this with a big fit ball, and I suggest taking the air out of that one too when you're first starting out. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Minnie, is that necessary?